this one as well. But the big news is yesterday, Lockheed Martin announced they would be doing a 8% dividend increase over 260 to 280 cents, and they bought back $5 billion in shares. I mean, they've been eyeing this up for a while. I've been adding. My average costs are now 371, still up here, but I did add literally these days, like especially on the day where it hit the trend line. Like, been eyeing this up for months, like literally. There's no way that was 100 days ago. That was 3 months ago I've been watching this. That did not feel that long ago. But anyway, yeah, finally got it at the prices I wanted. I mean, I did overpay a little bit back here, but I do think this is a great value for me and my portfolio. But yeah, no surprise though they did announce that. Like we know, it is interesting the timing and of these decisions, because it's obvious that even in the quarterly report they announced they were going to buy back shares or whatever. They most likely were going to increase the dividend too, because again they have the cash flow and they've been increasing really aggressively every single year, every couple of quarters. Let's see, yeah, every year basically. The share price finally falls, and then they wait till it hits the line, and then basically they announce it I don't, just, it's interesting. They time the decisions, but anyway, just go over the portfolio real quick. We have Baba, very sad. CCJ, I mean, yeah, I lost, what is it, 20% gain, so 20% of the gains that I had, but it's fine, it's whatever. Disney had that news, but we made that video the other day talking about it. Yeah, doesn't look like, definitely looks like there's a lot of pressure here, but we'll see what happens. I did buy some more Intel. If I look at a 5-year time frame, kind of just a fair price, but again, the price that I'm paying is based on the fundamentals more than the analysis, but I do want to see, if it falls another 10%, I'd be very, very satisfied buying it there, so. But yeah, KL, still not that $44 or whatever is really big resistance point, so. I don't know, I just wish I literally sold it back here too, or not half, I think 25% of the position, but yeah, I wish I bought down there. Mag, yeah, I would like to buy 10% more, because that would make a good size of the portfolio, but today would be the day actually. It's literally at this line, but it has been getting slapped down pretty hard. I guess we could make this is the new trend line, I guess, if I had to draw one. Showing some weakness. Right now I'm down 18, 15, 10% about. If we do see these prices though, that would be very good time. There's, we'll go over the gold miners in a minute, but there's so many good gold miners going on sale, I think. NOC, I bought them Smith & Weston at about $21 maybe. Average price is still 23, so I'm still down a good amount, but we got all this buying wicks around 2021, so I thought some people really wanted to buy that, so. Verizon really falling too, despite a dividend increase, but probably gonna catch that trend line, but yeah, not interested until it does that. Walgreens just doing whatever. Exxon's having a big bounce because of crude, and let's see. Oh yeah, Bitcoin's having a pretty rough day today. Crude's going up though. Ethereum had a really bad day. Gold and silver basically kind of flat. They had a pretty rough day yesterday. Silver, yeah. Mercury got that wick down here, but then we got a selling wick up, and then kind of see how it closes this week. What does this weekly candle look like? Oops, it's not the weekly. Let's see what it looks like, but it looks like it's probably going to hold, which would be a good sign. So, let's see the SPY. SPY. Yeah, we anticipated a catch at least for this week. That weekly candle looks pretty strong from that pullback, but I don't know, still kind of looks a little spooky. There is something I wanted to add down here. What is that? we can get like some, or I guess we'll do this one. I gotta play around with this, but we can get like information down here about like this. I guess we could do a stock, it'd be better. But yeah, I didn't know we could do that, or I knew there was a way, but I didn't know it was that simple. But yeah, just finding a way to make the chart and screen a little bit more useful. I think I might get rid of that RSI soon. Like, I barely use it. Like, barely. Look at space, though, really holding this line. Actually, I mean, it doesn't look like a stronghold, but that wick's very dangerous. Anyway, let's see. Oh, EA dropped real hard this week. I was saying, like, up here it's kind of, at least from like a fundamental cash flow point of view, up here it's decently valued, not really, but getting to these, where's where I'm gonna start getting interested into it. I don't really want to tie like a gaming stock right now to the portfolio because I got so much other stuff, but maybe just buy a little bit, you know, make it like maybe 1% of the portfolio to just at least say I have some. But it'll probably catch 120, definitely, for at least like a week or so, but yeah, I mean, $100 is kind of low, but yeah, just thinking about stuff. MTA, if we look at we'll go to weekly time frames now because I think this can be kind of important, but MTA, gold miner, actually having 2 bad weeks. Look at those wicks, showing a lot of weakness. Let's look at the JDX actually. Really looking weak. If JDX does go down to this trend line and fall 20% or something, that's what I'm concerned about. Sorry, let me go back to a bigger time frame. Like, that's definitely possible, like the way how bearish this is looking. I mean, I do have my 2 positions right now, but in gold and silver, but that's why I'm trying not to add any more. Even things like AG looking so good. Like, look at this bad, massive trend line, big pullback, catching at this level. And like, it looks good. There's a lot of stuff on this chart, but it's all kind of important. Like, from a big boy time frame, it looks really good, but like overall, the gold silver stuff looks pretty weak if it doesn't hold here. But even like, yeah, like, I would be buying like super good risk reward, but I cannot be, yeah. Like, I want to buy. Maybe I should just buy it. I don't know, because I mean, look at stuff like NEM. Yep, that's a great one. Look at NEM. Let's go to big boy time frame. Too big. Let's go to weeklies. Like, it's already breaking. Like, if we could barely hold this like 55 level back from here, and here is before Corona. But I mean, if it falls down to this trend line, like we're looking, like, look at that. Like, that's looking so spicy, but that's probably gonna have to fall 20 more %, which is rough. KCG2, or KGC, really having difficulties up here too. Probably gonna fall, touch the trend line. It's like, I don't want these companies to touch the trend line down there because that's gonna fall a lot. So even like KL probably gonna fall 20-something % again, but let's see, MAG. But it's like, is it gonna do it? I don't know. It technically wise, it almost looks like it. Like, at least the miners. But gold and silver do look kind of strong. Like, when you really think about it, look, gold. This doesn't make like any sense. I guess maybe it might, but gold shoots up like 20-something %. We're at like 17, 1800. Is it really that big of a difference to a gold miner if it's 17 or 1800? Not too much. I mean, it is, but not too much because their production costs are down here like 1,000, 1,200. So, you know, yeah, it's 50%, or like maybe, let's say their production cost is 1,200. So they can make either $500 off of each ounce, or 600, and that difference is like 42% or like 50%. Sure, it matters like over thousands and thousands of ounces, but at the same time, like, they're still making a lot of free cash flow and making a lot of money. And the fact that these stocks haven't traded like any differently, like, is interesting. Because if anything, the longer the gold price can stay at this level for a very long time in these miners. Wow, yeah, I'm just talking, wow. How did I not see this before? I mean, I've seen it, but now that I'm just saying it in a video, talking out loud. This is actually incredible. The fact that these gold miners now can keep, as long as the gold price stays at this price, they are making so much money. Like, but that means the market's anticipating the gold price has to go down because the market doesn't think that it's sustainable. But regardless, like a company like, let's say KL, that say they make again money at 1,200 gold an ounce, or $1,200 an ounce. Like, they're still making $500 per ounce each gold, let's say, each ounce of gold. And that you do that over 2 or 3 years, the amount of free cash, the amount of money you can generate and expand their business is insane. And the market is not valuing that at all right now. I think I went on a little bit of a tangent, but I'm actually getting really, really excited. There were some other ones too. What's GOLD doing? Like GOLD, man, it's almost back at this it's almost back like before COVID. So let's just get an example. August 19. Oh, August 19. Let's go to the gold price. August 19. August 19, right here. So gold is up almost 20% than August of 2019. If we go to GOLD, August 19th back here, the stock is not moved at all. Yet the gold price is up 20%. So this company, I mean, I don't know exactly what Barrick Gold produces a gold mine, or produces or ounces of gold at, but let's say it's 1,200 again. That's usually an average. They're making 40% more money off of each thing of gold. Or not 40% more money. Let me go back. Is it 20%? This is gold. Gold was 1,500. So let's say again 1,200. So they were making 25% off of each thing, and now they're making about 45%. So I guess what is that difference? Yeah, 20%. Yeah, they're making 20% more per ounce of gold, and the stock price is exactly the same as it was 2 years ago. Like, you tell me how that makes sense. We can put this in a different term. You know, let's say you're selling, I was gonna say, like, computers or something, right? You sell a computer. Well, let's say it cost $1,000 to build a computer, and 2 years ago you sell the computers at $1,500. You make $500 a computer. Well, now the computers are selling at $2,000 a computer. So now you're doubling your money every computer you sell instead of 50%ing it. But the company itself is getting valued that was 2 years ago. Maybe you could say back here it was overvalued, right? And that would be kind of fair, you know, at a 60% run up from this low or whatever. And maybe you think in the future computer parts may be down a little bit less, but I don't know. The stuff that I'm looking at, it's telling me that this is at least going to be sustainable, or at least gold's going to be in this range, or even if it falls back to like 1,500, like they're still generating a lot of money. Companies like, let's say even like KL, they have no debt. They have like their balance sheets are strong. They make good money. They got some good mines. Like, I don't know. It just seems very weird. The market's really focused on other things, which just how it is. But yeah, AEG's looking real spicy, especially now that the only thing I don't like about these companies is the dilution. So instead of like raising or taking on debt, the companies dilute the shares to raise money. It's not good for a shareholder, but man, these companies are looking good. Let's just go down the list. AEM, oh my, wait, we're back here. Wow, AEM is down 40%. I wonder if I should just be patient and wait till it gets these trend lines, because the way the market's behaving. I'm not saying the dividends are always stable on these companies, because it's going to depend on production, but I just want to see. 51 dividend right now is 2.7. ASM's kind of trash though. This might even be too big of a time frame to do 5 years. EMX, yeah, I really hope EMX falls. I've reading, yeah, listen to the podcast about this dude, and they just got acquired something really new. They can't talk about it, but basically they mentioned some stuff like, I mean, it's a great like property, but they're gonna issue 14 million more shares, and I think the stock price is probably gonna fall off that. I'm hoping it does, so I can pick it up at lower prices, but yeah. Right, Nevada FSM. Wow, that dropped a lot. Wow. There's just so many good options now. It seems like there was like a little bit of a hype. Like, yeah, wheat and precious metals I'm eyeing up too. That's the one. We'll see that in a second. I'm happy I did sell out of NEM. It's again, when we're talking about this, like, I was in before Corona. I think it was like 43 or something. I don't know. I think it was 43. Had this huge move up, then like comes down, I'll move up, you know, like this, and then eventually I sold some back here. And it's not because I didn't believe the company or whatever, but it's just like, you know, I would make no money because these things are too volatile and the market's valuing it weirdly, so I gotta play that game too. You know, if life gives you a little bit of lemons, you know, you gotta take it sometimes. Pan American Silver, yeah, it's still looking real spicy, but I think I'd rather go with, what's the company? Wheat and precious metals right here. The amount of money they made last year, or even I think last quarter, is ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. But yeah, if it falls like 5 more percent, 6 more percent, I'd be really, really interested. Because it'd just be at some trend line that I can, you know, date back to some sort of understanding, but you know, what is this line here? Like probably 30 bucks too is really significant. But these things are like, in my opinion, these things are cheap right now. But I don't want to buy because I know the market isn't valuing it at what it should be, and I don't want to overpay, and not even overpay, I just don't want to lose too much money and put on that risk. But man, these companies are making mad money. And again, the gold price and the silver price don't have to go very far from this. I mean, yeah, silver did drop a lot, but I guess gold did too. But I'm saying, like, it doesn't have to move that much more if it stays around here. Jeez. Jeez, man. Anyway, yeah. That's all I kind of want to talk about in this video, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I think we just mainly talked about gold and silver miners, but I think incredible opportunity might be here. Again, I might be a complete idiot and lose all my money, but at the same time, it's my decisions and my portfolio, so I'm gonna try to do what I think is best for it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, thanks.